let you know. All right. Oh God. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, we got a mask up.
Sorry. Safety first, guys.
Yeah.
Safety. I gotta listen to this episode. So, I don't want to fucking die. Oh shit.
I feel like this is what I'd imagine. You probably can't see it, but this is what I'd imagine being the underside of like a helmet, like a fucking stormtrooper helmet or some shit. Like this is the behind the scenes.
Look like
Mm.
you look like Ben Affleck when he gambles. He's like, I'm not Ben Affleck.
I wonder.
All right.
I just sent my vape through the mask.
Check.
Check.
I'm a little hot.
You're a little hot.
Yeah.
I'll turn you down a notch. How about now? How's that sound?
You could go down a hair.
I go down a hair. All right, I'll match up.
Just
with
a
you.
hair.
Okay. Let's try that.
Should be good. I'll check it out in a minute. You know. Make sure we're fine.
This is hot.
Yeah, you know. I just feel safer this way. You know. I live in fear. So
And we're socially distant. Oh Jesus.
we're at a safe distance.
Oh man.
So I was thinking we should do a new segment. We should do a new segment. We should get a news segment. You know what I mean? Like when we read the news. And
wearing masks. And
yeah.
shit.
And it's like because you know there's a lot of good news coming out.
It's
A lot of-
different every day.
A lot of good news
Yeah.
stories. Because we
And every day it gets a little bit more surprising. It's
Yeah.
like, wow, I didn't expect. Wow, I didn't know we were gonna get that.
I think we live in good times.
Yeah.
It will be remembered fondly. And so I was saying they just found that body of that gal.
Oh yeah. So she's telling me there was like this girl, and they're like studying her body language because she went missing,
Mhm.
and they just found a body, and I guess they don't know if it's her or not. I don't know where it's at.
Somebody. She was brutally murdered.
I don't know what happened, but apparently it's supposed to be revealed tonight, but it just got revealed. But maybe it's because different time zones. I don't know where it's happening, but I was just like, oh, that's lovely. I can't.
It's more good news.
This is like fogging up my shit.
Yeah, I'm fogged up.
Yeah.
We can take these off.
This is the joke past. Mine's already wet. Oh man. Gross. Oh, don't forget the hand sanitizer.
Kind of funny. It's like a obviously there's not a lot of good news coming out.
No, there's nothing good.
And I was just thinking about it because when I was like, oh, they found that body. They found the missing person's body or something. And
Like that's what the good news equivalent
Mhm.
is now. Is like, oh, they found the body. Oh, thank God they found her body. Yeah, I know.
could you imagine?
It's
Like how would you I guess another thing I was thinking about it was so Norm Macdonald dying, but he used to do the news thing and make that funny. Be a hard job, I feel like now.
yeah, because it's all fucking just terrible shit. It's
Mhm.
like mass amount of people dying. You know, whatever. I don't know. It's stressful. I try not to like look at the news anymore. Like
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
I feel like I should stay informed, but it's like it just depresses me.
Well, that's one. That's like how it's designed, right?
Yeah, and it's like I don't want to be put in a bad mood.
For the ratings,
Yeah,
they got to get the
horror
tragic.
sells. It's fine. I mean,
But,
it's not. It's kind of disturbing, but
You got to get all the most depressing, scariest stories, and that's why I thought it was funny to start out with a mask, because like out of all the things you could be afraid of,
yeah,
sitting in a room talking with somebody. I don't know. Are we 6 feet apart?
I don't know.
I don't think we are.
No,
Maybe
probably
4.
4 or 5. We're gonna talk about that stain in your pants.
This is all yogurt.
Oh, it's yogurt. Okay.
It's from they can't see it. But yeah, I'm wearing the same pants I was wearing last night.
Yeah, I've been
And-
wearing these for like weeks. It's gross.
This was I was feeding Jacob some delicious yogurt.
Yeah,
You know, yogurt's pretty good with these too.
with the animal crackers. See, I like those, but like they dry the fuck out of my mouth. They
These
make
ones
my
are
mouth
stale.
like they're stale.
They're like
Ew. Yeah, I don't like stale shit like that. But this is our resurrection episode.
mm-hmm. I
So
thought, honestly, I was thinking we're just gonna breeze on by that.
we were gonna breeze by it, just leave it in the title. I mean, yeah, that's fine. We could just do that. But I don't know. You had a whole list of like resurrection titles, and that's been our joke lately. Is just like making fun of how movies they always reboot themselves, and it's like they always pick the same titles. Like he has a whole. There's so many of them, and I guarantee there's more. Because like even after he read off this list to me, we just kept like saying more and more and more of these
Right.
fucking movies. There's so fucking many.
I would like to keep working on this list. I could always. I would like to get it close to complete. You know,
Yeah,
maybe I could get a printout of it or something.
and then have like a poster,
We could do that.
a giant like artistic poster or whatever.
But we've got Independence Day Independence Day Resurgence, The Matrix Resurrection, The Matrix Reloaded, The Matrix Revolutions, Alien Resurrection, Mechanic Resurrection, Halloween, Star Trek Insurrection, Divergent, the Divergent series Insurgent, Allegiant, Underworld Evolution, Underworld Awakening, Annihilation, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Doom Annihilation, and Jupiter Ascending.
Oh
Just
man,
stupid. Ascending, I think.
that's a
was it.
funny list. I love that so much because it's every time we're looking for movies, it's always like another one pops up.
Well,
There's so many of them.
we know we can add some of the Children of the Corn now.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll have to go through and add to it because. What about the superhero movies?
it's like a.
There's got to be some of those.
Oh yeah,
at least
they're popping up a little bit. I don't know because like superhero movies, they're just so overwhelming. There's so many of them. We were just talking about that. It's like there's a new one every fucking month
hmm
or something like a TV show or a movie. It's
And I don't give a rat's ass about any.
I don't. And it's mostly Disney Plus now, so like that's like the other side of it, but
I was looking at it.
It's
and I
what
was-
Star Wars turned into. That's what Star Wars is now. That's what it feels
This was
like.
gonna be, and you're gonna have some good stuff in there,
Mhm.
obviously, like Mandalorian. But
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll be able to keep it going.
I just don't want to give that a chance though. I'm not gonna give Avengers a chance. Like I know I'm not gonna like it.
Like what?
Avengers and all that shit.
Oh no,
So
I've been half tempted though. Sometimes I see all the movies sitting there,
yeah.
and I'm like, maybe. I know I'm gonna hate them. I've already hated all of the ones I've seen.
But it's still an experience, I guess.
Well,
Because they're like little epics, you know?
I might be able to better explain to people why I hate them.
Oh,
Instead
yeah,
of just
that
being
makes
like,
sense.
oh, I hate them, and I don't want to watch anymore.
Yeah.
That's my stance now, but I can't really talk shit about that. People be like, oh, the new one's great, and I always tell them the same thing. I'm always like, I'm sure it is. I'm just not into that.
Yeah. And that's about the same opinion I have. It's like I don't want to give it a chance. And by now, I don't even know how many there are. And so I lose track of what's the new shit. And
Let's
like
see.
all the names are the same. And so they had And it's like there's so many different timelines too that they have with them, and they all like intersect. I don't know. It's fucking confusing. There's too much of it. Which good for them because they have like a big fan base or whatever, and people like the shit. And I'm sure there's a reason why they do, but it's just not for me.
Yeah, I totally agree. Not for me at all. But it's like, should I see them? Okay, there's a lot. Phase 1 through Phase 3,
Phase.
collectively known as the Infinity Saga. Right. Okay, I've heard that. Yeah. I don't read comic books either, really.
I don't.
I read
Yeah.
some comic books, but like not. Those aren't superhero comic books mostly. Well, I mean,
There's a couple in there.
we got like Spawn.
Yeah.
That's different. That's cooler.
Yeah.
All right. Iron Man. Hang on. I got a cookie in my mouth.
Iron Man. I saw Iron Man. I think I remember liking it whenever I saw it, but
yeah,
that's about it.
I don't. I mean, it was.
I don't think I've seen this.
Fine, but if I put a few words in your head, you might go, "Oh yeah," like I'd be like, you know, who was in that one? Jeff Bridges,
Yeah.
right? He was the villain.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Jeff Bridges,
But not in that.
no,
Not in that role.
not in that light, not like that.
No.
So you got Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, Marvel's The Avengers. Now, I've actually seen
I saw
all these.
Captain America. I think I saw Thor. Maybe I didn't see Thor.
I've seen.
I know I saw Captain America. I didn't like Captain America.
Yeah,
And so that
terrible.
was like my thing where I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna like this.
I think it's the worst one. Captain America out of these is the worst one. I've seen all these. I do not like them.
Yeah.
Just kind of thought they were, okay. You know what what it really feels like? I don't know if you'll understand this emotional comparison, but it's like the band Disturbed, right? That's how superhero movies feel to me.
Yeah.
And when I listen back to Disturbed, when they were like really popping, whatever year that was.
They come out every like 10 years.
Well, they're really
That's what it
generic.
seemed. Yeah.
They're like the PG-13 rock and roll. It's pretty
Always talking
corporate.
about light and shit.
It's pretty corporate.
Yeah.
They're like,
Pretty boring,
the
too.
verse 1 chorus, verse 2 chorus. Wah! They're pretty generic, I'm a tormented soul. Whatever. So that's how these superhero movies feel to me. Like really,
Oh.
you put them. I feel like the people they appeal to live in trailer parks. Mean. That's so mean. All right, let's go on to phase 2. So how many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these fucking things in phase 1. So phase 2.
So is that a certain amount of is that like a 5-year span? Like how do they do these?
2008, 2012. I think it was just phase 1 is mostly like everyone's own movie except for Iron Man gets 2. So you get Iron Man, Incredible Hulk out there, Thor, and Captain America, right? Then
So
you bring them.
This is their version of like these are the OG.
Right. Except for Iron Man gets 2 movies.
Yeah.
Because he's the most popular at this point. Okay, so then Iron Man 3, Thor the Dark World, didn't even know that existed. Captain America the Winter Soldier. Now,
I think Natalie Portman.
I've seen that one. No, they both have Natalie Portman.
Oh, do they?
Pretty sure. Right? Or
Jeez.
you mean the Thor movies, right?
Yeah.
Natalie Portman's in those. Dark World. Yeah, she's in both. I've never seen Dark World. I don't know anything about it. It looks pretty dumb. Oh yeah, she's caped in it. I see on the cover. That's pretty. So that's great. Then you get Guardians of the Galaxy thrown into the mix. I've seen that. And then you get Avengers: Age of Ultron. Have not seen it. Ant-Man. I wouldn't dare watch that.
Yeah, no.
But so I've seen 2 of these. Which have you seen any of these?
No. All these titles sound the same to me.
Okay, so phase 3, and so what does that bring us to? How many did we even have the first time? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we're up to 12. Then we get Captain America: Civil War, Doctor Strange is introduced. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Spider-Man Homecoming.
I saw Guardians of the Galaxy.
The
I
first
didn't
one?
like it. Yeah.
That's
the
an-
first
that's-
and second one. I didn't like
That's
that
phase 2. Catch up.
one.
We got Spider-Man Homecoming. Thor Ragnarok.
I haven't seen any of the new Spider-Man movies. I kind of refuse to.
Black Panther. So apparently they put a 1960s demonstration film in the mix. Just kidding. Of course. Of course I know what Black Panther is. Everyone's from Wakanda now, all of a sudden. Avengers Infinity War. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Captain Marvel. Avengers Endgame. Spider-Man Far From Home. There's a phase fucking 4. Black Widow. Oh yeah, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Nobody saw that. Upcoming.
Oh, so are we gonna go up to 10 years?
And mind
from
you,
now?
this is just Marvel. We're not even talking about DC and then X-Men and
Yeah,
all that
that's true.
shit.
That's true.
So you get Eternals, Spider-Man No Way Home. Eventually they're going to do Spider-Man Home Alone.
It's just Home Alone.
Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
That's too long of a title.
Thor.
That's too long.
This
title.
one's Thor.
I don't want them to get away with that. That's way too long of a fucking title. What's that title?
Guess who's directing it? Sam Raimi. Spider-Man. Sam Raimi's coming into the world and doing that.
Okay, I really like Spider-Man 2. Like,
Right?
it doesn't get enough appreciation. Like, it's really fucking depressing.
And the Evil Dead trilogy is amazing.
It is.
And the show he produced was amazing. I know
I
he
don't think I
produced the
saw
other.
the show,
It's great. It's wonderful.
but I know I love Evil
3
Dead.
seasons of awesomeness.
It's amazing how they picked the Evil Dead director for Spider-Man in the first place.
Right? Well,
It makes sense though.
it does. The
And
Zoom-
especially yeah, with the skulls and
Drag
shit.
Me to Hell and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi's the tits. His movies are not to be taken seriously,
No,
and not in a way that's
they got a
like
campiness to them.
yeah, and it's
And it's
wonderful.
appreciated. I love it.
So I might watch that one, Doctor Strange.
The third Spider-Man though, I fucking hate it. I don't think I saw that since it came out, but I rewatched Spider-Man 1 and 2 and I was like, okay,
They're solid.
these are pretty decent.
Thor: Love and Thunder. That's gonna have a lot of AC/DC in it. A lot of AC/DC playing in the background. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games.
Oh,
So that's Thor: Love and Thunder. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. What do they do in Wakanda?
oh Disney.
The Marvels.
Isn't it Disney making these? I think it's Disney.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The Marvels. They're just making a movie. It's going to be called The Marvels. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantum Mania? Yeah, Quantum Mania.
Yeah, we know what that is. What's that? What's
It's-
Quantum Mania?
It's like the spin-off series of like Quantum of Solace.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and another Fantastic
You know what's
Four.
interesting about all
Another
these?
fantastic.
These don't include any of like the X-Men movies.
Right, those are made by Fox. These are made by Marvel. And same thing with
But it's
Fantastic.
like that's what they're turning into too. With all
What-
those fucking the new X-Men movies?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. And I think they're done now, though, right?
Are they done?
Pretty sure.
Hope so.
I think it got obtained by these fuckers, and I think they're gonna get thrown in
That's
there.
what I was assuming because they got bought by Disney.
Well, they've got because they've got Fantastic Four coming out, and that was a whole separate thing, right? Because that was
Oh,
produced
yeah,
by who?
that's right.
Sony or
Probably.
whatever fucking they were god awful every time they
Yeah.
attempted it. So future, at any given time, Marvel Studios has future films planned 5 to 6 years out from what they have announced. God, what? That's crazy.
That is crazy. That's fucking,
So, and they've announced up until 2024. So add another 6 years to that, and they've got that planned out. It makes me want to just stop. Like, you ever want to just fucking just want to not continue on. You look at
Yeah,
your
dude.
future and you're like,
Oh
ugh,
my god.
this is what I have to look forward to. Marvel movies and masks. Completely different from the films of the Infinity Saga. I doubt you. It's gonna be completely different, guys. Additional
It's gonna
storylines.
look the same. It's gonna look the same. And every time I watch these fucking movies, like Captain America or whatever, they look so bad. They don't even look good.
Right. Yeah, I don't like their aesthetic at all. I don't like it at all. So okay, then they got Blade crap. Yeah, some Blade shit's gonna be happening. In February 2021, some guy was hired to write the film, and then another guy was hired to direct it. The filming is expected to begin July 2022. Deadpool films. More Captain America films.
Jesus.
Untitled mutant-centered film. So the X-Men crap.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew they had gotten that shit. They got the X-Men. So we're gonna get more X-Men. And Tom Hardy's gonna play every superhero. It's Tom Hardy and Ryan Reynolds. You know what really fucking bugs me? I talk to people like, oh, who should play the remake? Like whatever it is, James Bond, X-Men. There are people who be like, oh, Tom Hardy.
No.
Tom Hardy play everybody? Tom Hardy gonna play everybody?
It was the same with that Chris Pratt dude.
It's like, who should play Robin? Oh, Ryan Reynolds. What's wrong with you? Oh, who should play the next
man.
Bullseye?
I posted on my Snapchat, and I told you this. It was like Ryan Reynolds makes you want to eat glass. Okay, he's got Just Friends. That's the only thing of his I watch because I love Just Friends. I love the feeling of it.
Yeah.
But that's it. It's not great because of him. It's great collectively because of a bunch of people, like that Amy Smart chick.
Right. She's amazing in that.
But like, yeah, it makes like you like tear up at some parts. But Ryan Reynolds, ugh. I posted that on my story. So many people were fucking pissed. So many people were pissed. And they were like, okay, why don't you like Ryan Reynolds? And they were talking about that new movie that came out. The new Ryan Reynolds movie.
Yeah, the shitty looking superhero looking thing.
Yeah, that.
Actually, some people I was seeing,
But it's just like I can't do it.
Online, some people were saying that they liked it, and I'm just like, we're different.
That's
people.
what I was getting. I was like, no,
we're different people. You're one kind of person. I'm the exact opposite kind of person.
Yeah,
I hate that stuff. I'm really tired of it.
It's not gonna stop anytime soon.
You know, at this point, I feel like we've been stuck with the same shitty batch of actors for the last 30 years.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, here's Jason Statham, here's Dwayne The Rock Johnson, here's fucking Hugh Jackman, here's, and
Vin Diesel.
in Vin Diesel, yeah, and Samuel Jackson's in it. And I mean, look, I'm fine with having them in acting.
Yeah.
But look, how many times do they play the exact same character? Like literally the build.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you this time? Oh, I'm playing this guy I've
Same
played
costume
23
design.
fucking times.
Yeah.
And
always in the jungle. Oh man.
You know, and usually like when you see spoof movies, that comes as a marker that it's coming to an end. But we've been making fun of superhero movies for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
So we've had the same actors for the last 30 fucking years, it feels like. And then for the last fucking 20 years, we've been, because 30 years, I mean, realistically, because I feel like we should include, I've been watching superhero movies my entire fucking life. The Batman movies from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Coming at the tail end of super fucking man movies. Batman movies come out and they're like, let's watch Superman again. I mean, it's just forever.
Yeah.
You know, Dark Man.
And a good line of animated shit.
The Phantom.
Like,
I appreciated the cartoons as a kid growing up, definitely. But I mean, just as far as movies goes, we've been making superhero movies for 30 fucking years. And ever since the comic books have been out, we've had television. And I know there's a lot of fans out there. They're like, oh, I love all that shit. Cool. Is that all we're going to have in the movie theaters, though, at any given time?
Like, we're not going to have any other good shit. Well, I mean, we got Dune and all that. But
I know. I'm bitching. Yeah. But I'm tired of it.
But it's what the majority is.
It is the vast majority.
Like, it's been a while since I've been overwhelmed with how many like good movies are coming out.
It's,
Like, I
Well,
think
we-
that period with like Arrival, Nocturnal Animals, and all that, when all that shit came
Yeah.
out, that was like
yeah,
the
2013,
last point when
2013 up to like 18 or so was a good,
Yeah.
or 15. Yeah, no, I'll extend it out to 18. It was a good time. 19, I guess, because you got Arrival and Interstellar. What Arrival's 19.
Interstellar's older, Interstellar's like
14.
14.
Yeah. So I mean, that's all right.
I think this movies suck now.
But look, we've just gone a year through the worst film
Yeah.
time period, and I feel like for the last 4 years, it's really been a steady. It's becoming
Decline.
less and less
Yeah.
and less. Like even Christopher Nolan's movies are good. Like you watch them one time, you're like, that was fine. Like Tenet was
Mhm.
fine for one viewing. By the way, everyone agrees. It's a whole forum out there
Yeah.
that you can't fucking hear anyone's voices. It's all
Because
music.
everyone's
fucking, and it's a lot of fucking dialogue. Of people sitting around talking. It's kind of bullshit.
yeah.
You can't hear what they're saying. I had to turn on the subs. I had my TV turned up to like 50, 60, whatever, you know.
Have subtitles on.
And mind
Yeah.
you, every
I
other
always
movie,
have to have subtitles on when I watch a movie.
every other movie we're watching, at least sitting at 36 to like 45 volume level, and that's perfectly loud enough.
Yeah.
Tenet, it's like 60, and then the music's like, and then the voices
Yeah,
are
dude.
like, and we put the mask on, and time's gonna go in reverse. Don't worry, this is not Inception. It's not
Yeah.
Inception. It's different. It's new. It's a totally different concept than Inception. So don't even think about Inception anymore. And so
Don't even think about Inception.
So
jeez.
yeah, I watched it and then I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
Kirk was the same way.
Well, apparently Christopher Nolan, I read something. He's pissed with how Tenet was released, like on HBO and all that.
Oh yeah,
He's
sure.
pissed, and so apparently his new film. I don't remember who was in it, but he's doing it without Warner Brothers or something like that. I think it was Warner Brothers, but I was like, oh shit. So
Is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be better?
probably gonna, yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. It could
Hopefully.
be worse. He getting his ass saved by Warner Brothers, or was you never
Yeah.
know.
Hard to say. Well, I mean, he made a lot of great movies without them.
Yeah.
You know, like his independent career coming up as a young actor is when he made his best work.
Mhm.
Like The Following and Memento. Now he might have made Memento with them. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Memento or Memento, because the Memento's the okay.
Mhm. Yeah, it's not Momentum.
Yeah. So, I would say those are like his best films. I would
Yeah.
say his best films professionally, and I think with Warner Brothers would be The Prestige, Dark Knight. I don't know, man. He's not that great to me these days. It's like he's
Yeah.
worn thin on me. Like, because even looking like, when's the last
He's
time?
become generic.
The last time I even wanted to watch Inception. Never.
Yeah, I haven't seen Inception in a long time.
Yeah, I don't even think I like the idea. Like if somebody's like, "Hey, I'm gonna put on Inception," I'm like, "I'm gonna go for a walk."
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
It's lost what people say when they're like, "This is my favorite movie," because they want to sound prestigious.
Yeah.
And like, I like complicated movies.
Interstellar
What's your
is
favorite
great.
movie? Inception.
If
It's one of those.
Interstellar is a good one he made.
It is.
It does a little over explaining
It's
to
one of my
itself,
favorites.
but it's got great emotional impact and great soundtrack and
Yeah.
great visuals. I think that's kind of what lessens Inception too. Dunkirk, though,
I like Dunkirk.
I like Dunkirk, but there's a thing about Dunkirk. I don't want to watch Dunkirk again, but only for one reason. Dunkirk doesn't need dialogue, doesn't even need a complicated story,
No.
but the spectacle is wonderful. The tension building, the whole movie is tension.
It is.
I feel like you could turn it into a silent film and totally understand everything that's happening.
Mhm.
And I got lucky enough to see that on 70 millimeter. Yeah, 70. And it was so it was really fucking huge, you know, and really film grainy, but clean, you know.
Mhm.
And it was being projected. Me and Sav were watching it being
That's nice.
projected in LA. Yeah. They don't do it for, you know, special thing. There's a special theater where they'll do the like there's Tarantino's place where you can get screenings of his actual film reel and
Mhm.
whatever. So we went to one of these types of things, and it was amazing. But But then I saw it at my pop's house, and they of course all loved it. But I was watching it on TV, and I was like, man, you're missing the whole like. When you have the speakers around you and the
Yeah.
TV, the big fucking screen is like this.
You're
whole-
not getting the environment. Yeah, you're not getting that environment.
Yeah. Instead, it's like the planes sound like TV planes. You're like, cool. But when you're there, you're like in the fucking cockpit. You hear like the bolts rattling and shit, beside you and whatnot, or the water bullets, zipping through. But yeah, man, Nolan. I hope Nolan pulls his head out of his ass. That's for sure.
Yeah, because his movies have become a little bit tacky.
Yeah. Ooh, Fincher's new film, Michael Fassbender.
What's he's got?
It's based on a graphic novel, and it's like a Swedish graphic novel or something like that, or like Finnish.
It's bizarre. I mean, it would make sense for Fassbender though, and Fincher.
Right. Well, and it's about a sniper assassin, like a hired high level political assassin kind of guy, who begins growing a conscience, and then it starts driving him insane because he starts feeling guilty for all the people
The
he's
death
killed.
and shit.
And the graphic novel and stuff, it looks gritty. Kind of reminds me of like old 90s graphic novels, really kind of gritty and dirty. Like characters' eyes don't have detail; they're just like white. Like let's see if I'll pull up some of the artwork for you. But yeah, Michael Fassbender playing this guy. Totally fucking stoked. But see, I don't know. I'm a spoiled little brat, and I need more. I need like 6 movies I can go see. Like everyone else gets to go have fun in the summertime and go see all their stupid fucking movies about giant sharks and superheroes and Dwayne the Rock Johnson in the jungle again. Why does he like being in the jungle?
Sweaty and smelling like shit. I don't know. Those movies. How many of them know? He does a lot with Kevin Hart. I don't like Kevin Hart.
I don't get it. I mean,
they'll blend together.
Kevin Hart is another one of those like talking about generic corporate music,
Yeah.
corporate movies. Kevin Hart is like corporate comedian. He's got a lot of enthusiasm. He's very successful and all that. Yeah, Michael Fassbender. It's called The Killer.
The Killer.
We don't like what's popular. It has to. We have to sound kind of. Some drawings from the comic. That's The Killer. That's who Michael's going to be playing.
Oh, okay.
Super stoked about this.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it brings us back to the era of like Fight Club or something.
To that darkness.
Yeah. Dark, gritty,
cigarette,
panic
disgusting,
room.
yellow looking. Yeah.
Panic Room is one that people don't talk about enough. Jared Leto's a little bit overbearing in it. His performance, his voice. I think his guy's like it's like raspy, whatever. But Forrest Whitaker, in our household, Forrest Whitaker is a national fucking treasure.
Forrest Whitaker.
I think he's wonderful.
He is. He's great.
I think he's like just needs to be elevated. He's one of those actors like when I find out he's in something, if it's not going to be the generic like okay, like if he shows up in a Marvel movie, I don't give a shit, right? But if I find out like he's working on something like Arrival, like Forrest Whitaker in the new Denis Villeneuve movie or whatever, I'm like, ooh, that's going to be good.
It was great. I mean, he was like a general. He was the general.
One of the best parts.
Oh yeah,
one of the best parts because complicated character.
Watch that. It's a good movie. I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah,
but it is a good one.
We got Dune coming our way.
Yeah.
Why can't movies like that? See, like summertime.
Maybe that's why they're good though. Is because they're not cookie cutters. They're not made at rapid fucking paces. I think that's why we get overwhelmed.
That's the main reason.
Is because there's so fucking many of them, and it's like it's constant, and they're all shit because they're shitty movies. There's no time spent on them.
A lot of new films.
They're made for profit, and it's like now we don't get projects like that. You know, that massive fucking because it's like it's a decent budget, and you're doing a lot with it.
Yeah,
you know.
What's the Dune budget?
It's probably
massive,
high,
right? I'm so
What
excited.
if it like wasn't that much?
$9 million.
Yeah, it'd be like, okay, we need to start giving less budgets to these fucking movies.
Ooh,
That's
dude.
it.
Oh my god. I didn't even know movies cost this much. I guess I did. $165 million.
Yeah, that makes sense.
$165 million. Let's
For
see.
reference, like I know like the new Star Wars movies were made at 250 million.
The budgets. That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's like what Disney
Budget
uses about
of,
250 million for their shit.
budget of what? The Last Jedi.
Ugh, The Last Jedi.
Oh god, dude. Rogue One was 200 million. The Last Jedi was 317 million.
Okay.
God.
Rogue One is much more superior,
Yeah, but Rogue
but it
One
only was made at 200 million.
Rogue One only made 532. Last Jedi made 620.
Last Jedi sucked.
Last Jedi did suck.
Can they hear that?
I don't probably. My son's crying. He just woke up. He's on the baby monitor out there. Do you guys hear that? My child has awoken. Did we finish addressing the resurrection thing, season 2, like just arbitrary, or even?
Okay, so the last episode we had said, well, I had said that I wasn't going to be here, so I was going to go back to school. That didn't happen. I didn't get to go.
happen.
That didn't happen. I didn't go back to school. So I'm staying here.
Yeah, working at a dope ass coffee shop.
It is pretty dope.
Not a sponsor. Grouchy John's across the way. Our favorite coffee.
It is
our
like
favorite coffee joint.
like the best job. I love it. It's so much fun, and a lot of the people that come in, like there's some characters that come in there, and like there's this guy that he comes in. He comes in every day, and like he brings so many books, like textbooks, like on different shit, and he just like reads them the whole day and like takes notes and shit. I'm like, this dude,
Wow,
that is like, holy shit.
that's what I'd be doing.
And so it's like it's stuff like that, and so it's like you see a lot of that. And like the other night, and it's like it's a small business, so it's like not a lot of people go there. And there's a Starbucks down the road, so a lot of people go to Starbucks, which they should because this coffee tastes so much better. But
Yeah, Starbucks coffee is pretty
bland.
all the same.
Yeah,
It's like when you eat a taco from Taco Bell, you're like, that's from Taco Bell. You
Mhm.
drink coffee from Starbucks, that's from Starbucks. And it's all kind of leaves that same film in
Mhm.
your mouth, that same
Yeah.
kinda like
On your palate. Yeah, and it's like it's a nice place, and I love it there. But there was like a point I worked in the evening, and it's like you guys had came in, and then you guys were my customers, and like I still had an hour and a half
for
to
an
go.
hour, yeah.
Yeah, and so I was just like chilling there in like the leather couch that we have in there. We have multiple leather couches, and I was just sitting there, just waiting. It's like, yeah, just like you don't have to do anything because it's like Graveyard takes care of the stocking. Well, they should, but they don't do it. But it's like you just like chill out and like the Star Wars shit and like look at books on the shelf.
Yeah, there's a lot of
It's
great artwork in there.
yeah,
A lot of books. And those books stay, they just
yeah. People
Stay
take
good.
them and like add books and shit. Yeah, there's a lot of weird books in there though. Like there's someone like arthritis, and so it's like it's a lot of everything.
like a Goodwill. Like, have you
Yeah.
ever gone to a Goodwill book section?
Yeah, it's like shit like that.
A lot of the books I have found came from Goodwill. Like I found some like Godfather parts of the Godfather, just different things.
Yeah, I found a
like,
lot of my books at
oh, yeah,
Goodwill,
dude.
but it's like
I'm gonna pay 90 cents for this.
yeah, and it's like a nice like book a lot of the time. But I don't like when they do that, like marking the books and shit.
Yeah, you
but
gotta
they do that for like resale reasons. But
gotta find clean them up nice,
yeah,
without ruining the fucking whatever it is.
but I don't know. It's a dope coffee shop, so that's what my gig is right now, and so we get to keep doing this. That's nice.
Yeah, it is.
So
Podcast gets to continue. And then I got free coffee, so that's
yeah, Man, the amount of coffee I drink in a day now is like insane.
Yeah.
Because it's just like you just make it and like it gets dead a lot. And so it's like, oh, what am I gonna do? Something to do. Well,
Drink
I'm gonna go
coffee.
make myself some fancy coffee that I'm gonna experiment with. And
Um,
do a podcast on Grouchies.
amazing. I'm gonna rotate slightly. That'd be cool. Become popular enough to do one day.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, there's 2 locations. There's also a truck. They're at the music festival in Vegas right now. I don't remember what it's called, Life is Good or something like that. And it's a music festival. I don't know. It's got a lot of headliners that I'm not into, but the truck's there now. And I didn't want to work this weekend.
is
so-
the fest still going
Yeah, it's still going.
all weekend?
Yeah.
What is it called?
It's like Life is Good Festival or something like that.
Life is Good
I don't know. It's a music festival.
downtown.
hmm Yeah, it's got like headliners, like modern, like pop
Nickelback.
bullshit. No.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go
Hoobastank. could be
Nothing like that. Oh yeah, that was a good conversation. We were talking about like because we brought up the topic that we talked about previously, where we were like, "What's music that you listen to that you kind of like listen
Like-
to in private?"
in private. Yeah,
Mhm. It's not something you want people to know that you listen to. It's like it's your like hidden stash
Yeah.
of music that you like to vibe with. But
I brought up the band Trapped, another corporate band.
TRAPT.
Yeah, TRA. Yeah, PT. They're not good. If you're like, oh, the Trapped, yeah. Oh, let me look that up.
They
You're
have
gonna
a
go,
nostalgic atmosphere to them that
super
that's appealing.
nostalgic. Radio plays.
Yeah.
Radio play from. God, I must have been in middle school or something like that. Middle
Mhm.
school. See, that's when music is impressionable, and I think that's why a lot of bad music ends up becoming.
Yeah.
It's like the music you listen to. They say like from your late teens to your 20s end up being the music you're going to listen to for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the
yeah.
the preteen crap, I think.
In like middle school, I was listening to My Chemical Romance and shit, and
Yeah.
so it's like occasionally I'll still play My Chemical Romance. Like they're terrible,
They're
but like
they're pretty god awful. I still have like all my high school albums
Yeah.
or middle school. It's a mix. I think it's a little high school, middle. Well, when did they come out? To have the Bullet, the first album,
mhm,
all of them almost.
early
Garbage.
2000s.
How do I have that? I still have it. It's just taking up space in my case. I should just keep the 2 first albums and get rid of the rest.
Yeah, because I don't listen to any of the new ones.
No, they're
Well, the
The-
new ones, but the ones they made before they broke up the first time.
honestly, the only thing I think I could tolerate for nostalgic reasons would be the Bullet album
Yeah,
and the
That's one I
Revenge
was doing.
album.
Yeah.
The Black
rest I
Parade.
don't
Black
like.
Parade was
it's
the
too emo.
was the
for me.
curse.
That
I think
one's
it's
too emo
terrible.
for me. Yeah,
I hate that fucking album.
I don't like that kind of. Okay, but that song is iconic though.
It's iconic, but it's garbage.
It is
I don't like that
garbage.
song.
But that's what it means. That nostalgic
Yeah,
kind of feeling to it. It's like you listen to it because it's like it's got that memory associated with it.
but Trapped, I could tolerate that way before
My Chemical
my
Romance.
well
yeah.
Black Parade. You know, I need to manage my CD collection and improve it. I need to really just get it focused down to what's good
Yeah.
and find the trash. Like the
And
one
then, so whenever we have to pick music in the car, we don't have to spend 20 minutes trying to find a CD.
Right.
Like, oh, here's a good one.
Yeah. Well, there's a
Yeah.
lot of great stuff in there. Like my Pearl Jam section is redonkulous. Like
Mhm.
obviously I wouldn't get rid of any of that or
Yeah.
any of the bands that I actually like. But then there's like random shit in there. Like there's be like and Bob Seger's fine, but it's like Bob Seger greatest hits. It's like
yeah.
it's my dad's. So I should just give it back to him because I can't leave that in there. I need to work on like my Radiohead collection, get that sorted out. You know, get some good stuff in there. And I have but one like the fuck are they called? Like Arcade Fire. I could you know, I need a few more of them in there.
Yeah.
I only got one. It's like why?
Like indie
I gotta fix it. I gotta address it. Just I took care of the Blu-rays. And there he is.
There's Jacob. What are those bangs? Just like clittering.
No,
Glittery.
it's the there's a cupboard he likes to get into.
Oh,
No one's watching
okay.
him. No, just kidding. He's just out there getting into the cupboards with the bleach and Sob's out there. I think it's the cupboards where we have some like
Little pots and
Tupperware
pans and
containers
stuff.
and stuff he's
Yeah.
allowed to play with.
Yeah,
She wants me to get a gate for the kitchen, which I should. I need to buy a
that'd be
gate.
good.
I might
yeah.
buy one tonight.
There you go.
I also need to get more silverware because we're down to like 3 forks somehow. We have like a full set of
That's
spoons, a full set of knives, a full set of
3 forks.
and then like
Yeah, I
3
was
forks.
making ramen in there, and I was like, "Bro, where are all the forks?" And I was like digging in the kitchen, and there's like spoon after spoon, and I'm like, "We don't even use spoons, but why are their spoons dirty?"
Well, we
Oh, it's
use
just no
spoons,
fork.
of course, but not as much as forks.
Yeah, that's what I
With
mean.
spoons for cereal and
Yeah.
soup on those
Fork is
occasions.
for everything else.
Everything else, food.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
it's all right though.
Oh, I wonder if I'm gonna check the time. Since the boy is up, we were talking about going to Floyd Lamb.
Oh yeah, been there since I only went there once.
Since the time they close at 8, so because we're about to finish up here in about 10 minutes or so.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, we're about that.
So this
time.
was our little resurrection episode.
Yeah, we're gonna split it up into season 2, just for fun.
Yeah.
Doesn't really mean anything.
And it's gonna be the same show.
Separate.
If anything,
playlists.
season 2 should be whenever you get the house, and then it's like a new like.
Should be. Well, what if we get through this and we'll make that season 3? We'll do like.
Oh yeah,
We'll do like. Hopefully not too many more episodes because I need to get in that house. I need to get those guys back on that shit.
Yeah.
I would like to be in a house. So working on that still. Don't know how fucking much longer I'm gonna have to wait. I don't know.
Behind the scenes of the house process.
Man. Yeah. That's not a bad idea for certain projects if it's a good project. Legit, like setting up the house, painting or anything.
Yeah, like different furniture and shit.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Like going to stores and shit. We should start doing that again. Filming ourselves going places.
Yeah.
Because that was fun whenever we did that.
Do you have that footage still on your phone at all?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I
sweet.
saved it.
Yeah, because I've got it on my.
I have it backed up on my iCloud.
Okay. I've got mine on my hard drive.
Yeah, so I could literally send it. Because like I don't delete stuff like that. 'Cause I know we can make stuff out of it. But I think we should start doing that again. Hell, I even do it whenever we go to Floyd. I'll grab my camera and put on a little shotgun mic. I'll do that. I haven't used my camera in forever.
Your camera?
Mm-hmm.
Phone camera?
No, my Canon. It's got like dust on it. I haven't used this since I got here. And that was in May.
I even have some footage of when we went to Mount Charleston.
Oh yeah, I might even have Mount Charleston and put it.
Some footage.
What was that video we were watching of that dude making like the porridge or like the beef stew or something? It was like medieval style. What was that channel?
Oh, Townsend.
I was watching this video of this dude talking about like inns and like how inns weren't actually like taverns in like different places. So like that's the misconception, and there's not one in every like village or whatever. Like that was another one. They're like they weren't like so you'd have to travel to them. It was like more of an adventure kind of thing. I was like, oh damn, I don't know. That's kind of interesting.
It is interesting. I think that
because whenever you think inn, you think of like, oh yeah, tavern, you're getting drunk, and you're also gonna pass out in your room.
For media purposes, they should keep using them.
Yeah,
because it's always like, oh,
because it makes sense.
It's the adventurer lodging place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where the quest begins.
The social hub, as well as the resting place.
Yeah,
the threshold, whatever. Sorry,
I was like,
yeah, the channel's called Townsend, and there's another one that's about medieval. Townsend is about like 1800s, and then the other one is medieval crap The hell's he named?
Oh, they're separate. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because it was like early American, early British shit,
Yeah,
like cooking stuff.
that's.
And
I
then
love those.
the one
types
I
of
was
channels.
watching was medieval. Yeah.
The long haired dude. He is a war horse. Um, or
Massive.
how you would dress in different modes of weather. You know, like
Yeah.
how you travel in different kinds of weather. Um, the
Oh
food.
yeah, him I liked.
The food thing as well.
Yeah.
He had some really awesome content. Then the other
Yeah.
guy went through that dentist video. Remember that shit?
That
Oh,
was traumatic.
my God. My life would be hell because I just got a root canal. Which, by the way, I didn't feel any of it. It was wonderful, actually.
I thought it was funny how you were watching these videos like right before you got the root canal.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I always end up watching whatever procedure I'm going to
It
get.
kind of makes you thankful that things are different now.
100%.
I mean, yeah, going to the dentist still sucks, but I mean, whenever you think about what it could have been, you're like, oh yeah, this is fine.
And I'll pull shit up like this. I watch stuff like this all the time to get me ready. And I don't know why, because when you're numbed up, I kind of want to know what's happening tomorrow. You know,
Well, yeah, like what are they cutting up?
right? Yeah.
What if mine
So
is
I'll
being
watch.
removed?
I'll watch some shit like. Hang on. I want to get in on that motherfucker. There's like a whole TV production there.
You know, like those ASMR videos where it's like role playing or whatever, but like not the good ones, but there's like really bad ones where it's like dentist operates on you and it's like you're sleeping. It's like, why would I want to go to sleep with
Right.
the sound of drills and shit? Ew. Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, this shit
I
I'll
don't
watch.
like that. I'm fine if it's like gross stuff with like skin, but whenever it's teeth,
Teeth is rough, man.
teeth is because like the nerves. I don't know. Yep, I can't do that. The
Yeah.
noises of the drills. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
do it.
Let me find a good one for these guys. Going.
Video made from us where we detailly describe this technique.
That's how the music sounds.
Yeah, dude. What are they doing?
Drilling a guy's face. Root canal.
Ugh.
Yeah. So I
Pull it.
I had a lot of work done, man. I had my gums lasered the other day. I had the root canal.
That I wouldn't like.
My teeth are looking so much better though.
That's good.
Like everything's whiter, cleaner,
Yeah.
better feeling. My gums look healthy.
After my constant like, so when I was going to the orthodontist, whenever I had braces and shit, it was every month. And so it was like after that, I'm just like, I don't want to go to the. I don't want to deal with that.
I don't have to go back
because it's like
6
they
months.
constantly have to like drill and shit on my teeth and like scuff them because the glue, because a lot of the brackets would fall out, and it's like I hated how it felt, and so
Yeah.
it's just like hearing the drills. It's like I don't want to deal with that for a while.
When I was getting my scaling done, like the sonic water jet crap that flosses your teeth.
Yeah, the water pick things.
A lot of that was really sensitive, man.
Yeah.
Like especially when they got
It's like sharp, but it's like cold.
behind my back teeth. I was like, just like I would just every now and again feel like I was
Yeah,
shoot through my spine and
body.
I'm like,
Makes your eye
Why?
twitch. Yeah, dude.
why? Oh yeah.
Man.
When my root canal was happening, I started twitching a lot. This cheek
Yeah.
twitching. I was like, why is it doing
I
that?
wonder if they could see that. Like, you know, whenever like
Of course they could.
you know when you have a conversation with someone and like you can feel your eye twitching,
Yeah.
but like they can't tell that your eye's twitching, but then you just like wonder, you're like, is my eye just like sitting there fluttering? I don't know. That happens to me a lot, and I get like self-conscious that like I'll have a customer or something, and my eye will just like start doing that. And I'm just like, imagine if I was in their place and they're just like ordering their fucking muffin. This kid's eyes just fucking twitching, going on. Like, yeah, no,
Like
that's
something wrong with you.
yeah, yeah. Like Gary Busey, just like fucking scary looking. I actually don't think his eyes even shut. I think that's what his thing is.
I hate when the dentist talks to me.
Oh yeah,
And
because it's like you got shit in your mouth. And it's like how do you communicate?
do I?
can't
Can they tell a?
communicate
Can they tell a great difference between my and
Yeah, especially over the winding of
Because that's
drills.
what's happening.
I don't know, dude.
You doing all right in there?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they can definitely tell when they had a nerve because your whole body.
Did you pay your taxes this year?
And for some reason, like whenever I'd go to the doctor, they wouldn't make me feel bad about myself or anything. But whenever I'd go to the dentist, they'd be like, "You're not flossing.
Oh,
You need to fucking floss." Like, oh well, I use a
Well-
little pick flosses like once a week, twice a week. I'm sorry, I don't use them a lot. It's a process. I don't like flossing. But
I go daily.
You do.
I got great
Yeah.
compliments from my dentist. Yeah, she said
Yeah.
you have great hygiene. I was like, sweet.
I have
Awesome.
good like brushing. It's just the flossing.
Yeah, and
The flossing I'd always get shit for. Then I'd be like, great, now I guess we're
I floss every night and some mornings. Depends on how it's going because I don't want to be
How many
too
times do you brush a day? Do you brush once or twice? I do twice.
twice and sometimes 3. Depends on because I'll
How you're
brush
eating.
when I get home from work. But
Mhm.
it depends if I had a Red Bull or not.
Yeah.
You know, it hasn't always been like that, but after there's just a point where I was like, you know what, I haven't gone to the dentist since the Marine Corps.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, man, I need to, I'll just get some fucking insurance and I'll just get back to
Get
being an adult,
adult.
get back to life and take care of my teeth.
Yeah.
And so when I made that decision, I had to get everything put together. And then, of course, I was living with that big ass cavity for like 2 or 3 months before it got painful, and waiting to get the right setup and all that. And because I don't, people like us, we have to budget all that out, right? Oh, gonna go get fucking insurance and go get a root canal.
Yeah.
Because the root canal cost me, it almost
whole
cost me
thing.
$900 or
Yeah.
$1,900 because I had to get insurance, pay into it. So it's a whole fucking thing. Anyway, so I made a decision. I was like, okay, we're gonna up the tooth care. So I'm gonna bought a tooth care kit.
Yeah.
The picks, the mirrors, and scrapers. I don't use it. I don't use it too often. It only comes. It's great for like food and crap, getting all that garbage out of there. But yeah, flossing, and I use like an anti-detox. I told you about. We mentioned this. We had mentioned tooth crap before. Our podcast is
We talk about teeth. Are we like?
I think maybe
we're
because
dentistry.
I'm
enthusiasts. Like
maybe because I had
we
the root
talk
canal.
about movies and teeth. Oh man.
And the dentist. Yeah. Green Valley Smile Dentistry off of Wigwam. For real. Fucking
That's
thing.
good.
But yeah, so I've been trying to take care of my teeth and flossing and the whole thing and mouthwash twice a day, So
That's good.
And I got great compliments. But when they were using that water jet thing, she was talking about getting some good scaling out of there because that's what they're blasting like hard, like callousy,
It's
like
got like a grit to it.
It's like stuck together. You wouldn't know the difference between it and like you can't just scrape it off. Well, you can, but you have to go at it, and you shouldn't scrape it off either because once it pops off that way, it damages your enamel. But a lot of it'll be in between your teeth. At least if you're taking care of your teeth, that's where it's going to be at, not so much on the surface. Although there are some videos. Would you like me to pull one up?
I'm good.
I'm going to do it anyway.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Is
that? I've seen videos where people are like breaking off like literally decades of plaque off people's teeth. Usually it was like homeless people and shit. And it's like crumbly and like powdery. Like they break off the chunks and just like
that's
so
what it is,
gross.
man.
It's like chalky. I'm like
yeah. Ooh, here we go. This ain't gonna be no homeless lady. See that crap? See all that shit on there? All that like yellow, thick. Like that's not teeth. Look at all of it. Some people have it so bad that when the scaling is like removed, the tooth is misshaped. What a wonderful. I should have been a dentist.
Ugh.
Look at it. There's so much of it. Taking it off is causing the gums to severely bleed, you know, because it's like formed a relationship with it. Ah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Look at that. You know what my dentist was talking about? She was saying that that's like one of her favorite things about getting like about the job is cleaning that crap.
Ew, what
Like
the
it's
fuck?
like
That's
it's
disgusting.
like it's
that's
satisfying.
your favorite thing.
like
Mm.
popping pimples, probably.
Ugh, I mean, I like doing that, but like, that's different.
Yeah,
Maybe because it's like in your mouth.
and it would probably smell. People's breath. Imagine what that breath smells like.
Yeah.
It ain't like me and you.
When I had my
Ain't the same.
yeah, when I had my one tooth that was like really weak from my wisdom teeth, like
Mhm.
impacted or whatever. The one wisdom tooth, it like smelled back there whenever they're on. I was like, oh, stink.
All
But
right.
it was like all the way in the back.
We've reached our hour minute mark. I think that's an awesome subject to finish off on.
Rotting teeth.
This was a great episode. I had fun.
You had fun.
This was a good one.
Well, brush your teeth, guys.
Brush your
That's
teeth.
important, but don't brush too hard because your teeth are actually softer than you think they are.
Yeah, definitely do not brush too hard, and don't pick at your teeth.
No.
If you get food in it, get it out of there.
All right.
Don't be nasty.
Have a good night, guys.
Fade to black.